So Donald Trump tweets about an illegal alien cop killer, murders 2 cops, sits in court as he's sentenced to death, and laughs about it. Clearly, Trump's racist. Wait, what? Oh no. This is Take That with Kurt Schlichter. The truth is not racist. The simple fact is some illegal aliens, not all, not even most, but a few, are murderers. And Donald Trump decided to point that out with a very, very graphic tweet of an ad showing a murderer in Sacramento, California, who killed 2 police officers while here in our country illegally and then laughed about it in court. It's a devastating ad. It really makes you think. And that's what makes people mad. So of course, Donald Trump gets accused of being racist. Of course, he gets accused of playing up to some sort of weird white nationalist frenzy. But it's all a lie, folks. It's all a scam. It's all a scam designed to keep people from talking about the truth. The truth is illegal aliens impose a cost on American citizens. They impose a cost on our infrastructure. They impose a cost on our government coffers. And some of them are criminals. And they impose a cost by hurting and even killing American citizens. But you're not supposed to point that out. Why aren't you supposed to point that out? Well, they say it's because it's about race, but it's not about race. It's about violence. But they don't want you to talk about that. See, when they start talking about how the truth is racist, how a very, very effective ad is somehow racist, they know it's not racist. They know it. They just don't want you to talk about it. Here's the test. I would like to talk about the problem of illegal aliens who kill Americans. How can I do that the liberals are not going to call me racist? Well, in fact, there's no way to do that. See, the problem isn't some sort of racism. The problem for the liberals is you're talking about a truth that they don't want you to talk about. They want to put this entire subject off limits, which is why they can't come up with an answer to that simple question. How do I talk about this issue and not get accused of being racist? Well, of course, there's no way you can talk about that issue without them calling you racist, because they don't want you talking about that issue. They want you silenced. They want you intimidated. They want you to shut up and let them do what they want. Now, Twitter was a battlefield over this when Donald Trump tweeted it a few days ago. And one of the interesting things was, and I would put out there, hey, folks, how would you like me to talk about this then? Well, their answer, besides you're a racist, it was always, well, you should talk about something else. Well, you should talk about visa overstays, or you should talk about American citizen criminals. Well, those are issues, but see, those aren't the issues I want to talk about. See, I live in California. I'm very concerned about criminals coming over the border that's really close to my house. And I would like to talk about that issue. I don't want to talk about visa overstays. It's an important issue, but I don't want to talk about criminals who are here in America already. That's also an important issue, but those are not the 2 issues that I want to talk about. I want to talk about the problem of our southern border. But see, they don't want you to talk about that. So they lie about you to try and get you to shut up. They did it about the Willie Horton thing. Willie Horton, remember Willie Horton? It was a black guy in a Massachusetts prison while Michael Dukakis was governor. This is late 80s. He was a murderer. And under Michael Dukakis, the Dukakis administration decided it was a good idea to give day passes to furlough murderers serving life sentences. And in the least shocking development of all time, Willie Horton went out and he raped a woman in Maryland and ran away from the prison and he was caught and convicted of that. And George Bush ran an ad, showing prisoners going in and out the rotating door of the Massachusetts prison, said, hey, this is what this guy is about. Well, you're racist. It had nothing to do with Willie Horton's race. It had everything to do with the mentality of Michael Dukakis and people like him who thought it was a good idea to allow murderers to go back on the street. But see, they didn't want you to talk about that. They didn't want you to bring up that subject. They wanted to control what you say. That's what they're trying to do here. We're going to call you racist so you don't talk about the problem on our southern border. There is literally no way you can talk about the problem on our southern border, which is a problem, especially to those of us who live here, without them calling you a racist. Which means what? Which means it's all a lie. It's all a scam. You're not a racist for being concerned about what's going on the southern border. You are not a racist for talking about it. What you are is a fascist for trying to make people shut up and not participate in their own governance. This is Take That with Kurt Schlichter. You like my little rants here on The Rebel? You can find them every Tuesday and Friday for free outside the paywall. Why is there a paywall? Because there's stuff behind it that's great. You guys should sign up for The Rebel. Go in there, subscribe. There is great stuff to be had. If you want to see more of me, every Monday and Thursday, I have a town hall column. You can always follow me on Twitter and go out and get my book, Militant Normals. It's on sale on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and all sorts of other great places. I promise you'll like it. And if you don't, I can live with that. This is Take That with Kurt Schlichter. See you next time.